So I set my 2022 goal to 22 books. But we are halfway through the year and I've already read 26 books. I know I talk about technical writing on my channel, but I have been having the best reading year of my life so far, and I wanted to share it with you all. I follow quite a number of booktubers, and they have this fun tag called the mid-year book freakout tag. If you don't know what a tag is, it's like a bunch of questions that a YouTuber comes up with and then other YouTubers answer those questions. So I'm going to answer the questions to the mid-year book freakout tag. Let's get into it. The first question is, what's the best book you have read so far in 2022? The best book I've read so far in 2022 is Jade Legacy. This is the third book in the Green Bone Saga. The Green Bone Saga is a trilogy, so it's 3 books. The way I've seen it pitched is The Godfather meets Kung Fu with magic, and it's such a perfect description. It is such a good trilogy. It has everything that I like in a story. It has magic, and it has fantasy, politics, warring clans, and like family dynamics, and just intrigue and action. It has everything you could wish for in a good story. And Jade Legacy is the third book, the last book in the series, and that is by far the strongest end to a series I have ever read. I have never seen a stronger finish to a series. So the best book I've read so far in 2022 is Jade Legacy. The second question is, the best sequel you have read so far in 2022? Jade Legacy, new release you haven't read yet but want to. Wicked Beast. Fourth question is, most anticipated release for the second half of 2022. The book I'm anticipating the most is Carrie Soto is Back. I think the release date is August 30th, if I'm not wrong. The author is someone I discovered this year, Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read Malibu Rising and 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo from her this year, and I'm looking forward to everything she puts out next because I really love her writing style. Fifth question is, biggest disappointment? And I have quite a few answers to this. A surprising disappointment is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. When I was reading the book, I was really enjoying it. I think I gave it like a 4-star, if I'm not wrong. But the more time passes and the more I think about it, I feel like the part of the story that stayed with me was the family drama between the 2 sisters, when the original promise of the book was like a fluffy vacation, beach read, romance type book, but it ended up being more emotional and more family oriented than a fluffy romance. And the second disappointment is Finlay Donovan is killing it. This book is so hyped and I don't get it. I went into it with a lot of expectations, but it was so boring and so stupid, and I don't know what the characters were thinking, and it was I don't know what the book was trying to do. I just don't get it. So, it was disappointing for me. I know other people who enjoy it a lot, and good for them. I'm very happy for you, but I don't get it. So that was disappointing for me. And then there were like a few, meh books. The sixth question is, the biggest surprise? Thrillers. Never knew I could enjoy thrillers, and now they're one of my favorite genres. I've enjoyed all the thrillers, almost all the thrillers I've read. In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. The Last Thing He Told Me was another thriller that I just saw in the library and picked it up, and it's surprising that it could hold my attention when I've dismissed books like these before. The next question is, new favorite author. I discovered so many new authors this year. Taylor Jenkins Reid, that I already talked about. Fonda Lee, the author of the Green Bone Saga. Katee Robert, a very surprising find. So yeah, quite a few favorite authors that I'm really excited to pick up their next works from. Next question is, newest fictional crush. Oof. Hilo from the Green Bone Saga, a crush-worthy himbo. Next question is, a new favorite character. Ooh, that's another author I discovered this year. Martha Wells writes the Murderbot series, and the Murderbot in the series is my newest favorite character. It's such a fun character. So the premise is that we are in this future, I guess. It's a sci-fi series. So we are either in an alternate universe or we are in the future where, robots and humans commingle. And there's this Murderbot. And it is a robot who has been built to murder people. It's a security bot. So it's supposed to murder bad people and keep the crew safe. But this is a rogue murder bot. So it has hacked its own system and gained sentience. So you would imagine that a rogue murder bot who is designed to murder people would want to do bad things if it has control over its own, thinking. But what it wants to do over everything else is just chill and watch Netflix. That's all it wants to do. And it is so cool. It's like you could literally murder all the human beings right now, but nah, I just want to like chill and watch all the media, and then it has like its favorite TV shows and it's obsessed with the characters and the storylines, and it's just so cute. Yeah, that's a very surprising character, and it's definitely one of my newest favorite characters that I found this year. The next question is the book that made you cry. Honestly, very surprisingly, The Kiss Quotient. Did not expect it to make me cry, but it did make me tear up, and I don't tear up that easily while reading. The next question is the book that made me happy. Legends and Lattes was a very surprising, refreshing read. It's a book set in the D&D universe, and if you follow this channel, you know I love D&D. So it's two D&D characters. One is a half-orc and one is a tiefling, and they are done with the adventuring life and now they just want to retire and open a cafe, and they learn how to make lattes. I think they hire a dwarf, if I'm not wrong, to like make cupcakes and pastries to offer with the coffee. It's adorable and so cute, and for a D&D person like me, it's so good. That book made me very, very happy. Most beautiful book you've bought this year. So I've bought this book, but I don't have it yet. I ordered signed copies of the Green Bone Saga hardcover books, and they should get to me in a few weeks. So I don't have them yet, but I've bought them, and they're beautiful, and I love them already. And then the last question on the tag is, what books do you really need to read by the end of this year? Carrie Soto is Back by Jenkins Reid. I also want to get to The Shadows of the Gods. That is a fantasy book that I have been hearing a lot about, and that sounds intriguing. And because I enjoyed Legends and Lattes so much, I want to read Arcanomics, which is also like a D&D satire book, which sounds very interesting. That was the mid-year book freakout tag. I haven't really made any bookish content on this channel yet, so this was fun, and I hope it was fun to watch as well. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.